just like Eureka, always refining her
Welcome to
craft.
Uyu Restaurant. Please, talk to me if you want to order.
Of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Talk to me if you want to order.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters, and turns down every promotional opportunity she can. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yae Publishing House.
We'll do our best!
The Shogun must have her reasons.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name! Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna work?
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly how a light novelist should be.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck. You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more copies.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal. How do we know whether it worked?
Oh, don't worry. The change is already underway. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true!
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is desperate to try it out. Just waiting for a moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
There's a phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirits. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for writing it was.
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having written the book. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, whoever possessed him actively sought him out. After his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel!" After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
place?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where we are most likely to succeed in summoning the spirit.
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone. What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai? It's not very clear.
Let's go inside and take a look.
It's been a lucky day.
Let me try my... Stabilize! This is order! Ready!
Show them, right here, right now.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Gather! Cut down!
Right here.
Like this.
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Show them.
Solidify!
Show them. Right here. Right now.
Dodge this!
Show them.
Stabilize! Let me try.
Emerge. Right now. Lasts forever.
Gather!
Right here. Right now.
This battle. Stabilize! Troublesome!
Go with the ship down! Right here. Show them, right now.
Gather!
Show them.
Let me try my... Gather! This is order!
Right here. Right now.
This will do!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
A sight to behold.
Stabilize!
Emerge.
Taste my flipping! Gather! Ready!
Fuse is lit!
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Here come the fireworks!
Gather!
It's my lucky day.
Stabilize!
Right now. Right here.
You're mine.
Whoa! It's that painting we just saw! It's turning this way along with the whole wall! It's getting eerier and scarier! What is this place?
Okay. Next I will show you a secret Kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to skip many of the more tedious steps. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over soon. Just think of it like having a dream. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits? Anyone?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again! What the...
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing? Are novels so popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you are the one who wrote A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book, huh? What's your game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war!
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! Miko!
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in and fan the flames, huh? You mischievous little Kitsune, you. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Aw, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include a summoning incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another Kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daiyoko. The memories of other yokai can't possess human bodies at will like I can. But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko, you agree, don't you?
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few 100 years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Ha ha ha! Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy one. Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Saves me from having to explain everything again. Hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what they're all hoping for. Of the memories in the ley lines, it will still be quite a sight to behold when the time comes. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me, I'll need your help with the ritual.
You cannot be serious, Miko! After all that, you still have more errands for us? Huh! You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me. You're right on time, too.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Nico, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako happen? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea what it even means.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to fly. So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one place. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to... All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time I need you to do two things. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of someone potentially getting possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but when their energy is concentrated, it is likely to disturb the monsters. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain. I need you to fend them off so that that doesn't happen.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't say no.
Okay, let's get going.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady Guji's orders?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger to you all.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust in you. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual, and good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look. Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing about their own world.
These monsters look really riled up. Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can get back in time to see the yokai. All right, here they come.
Gather! Order guide you.
Right now. Right here.
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Nothing lasts forever.
Solidify!
Emerge.
Stabilize!
Right now.
Stabilize!
Right here. Right now.
I will have order. Gather!
Right here. Right now.
Couldn't let your guard down.
There's so many of them. Come on, you can do it. A bit of refrain.
Show me what you've got.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching.
Strike. Solidify.
Come on out. Right now.
My blade!
Show me what you've got. Solidify. I dare you. Watch your
Come on
step.
out. Emerge. Right
Allow
here.
me to strike first.
Come on out. Right now. Emerge.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine. So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before! Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short. It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Thank you both. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, No. Honestly, you two.
Miko...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal.
Short lines.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the Traveler will remain an interesting series for a long time to come.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko anywhere. Guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already. Let's head in and look for her.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely free? Oh, I just couldn't wait any longer. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma overnight, and it was still alive right up until I ordered it. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole price spectrum.
Miko! You are outrageous! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu!
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel by the batch, you know. You have quite the generous payment due.
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler. The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.
Please, talk to
Right here.
Stabilize!
No time to loot.
Stabilize! Stabilize! This is order!
Nothing lasts forever. Right now.
The fuse is lit!
Solidify!
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Tidal wave. Yeah. Yeah. Who's next?
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful. But alas, that is simply not the way the world works. Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
Order guide you.
Right now, right here, emerge.
Time for a light show!
Right now.
Who's next?
Thank you for
This is the correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Kokomi! How have you been?
Captain of Swordfish 2! Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see...
What's going on?
Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you.
This is all starting to sound pretty suspicious.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production. Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet, and we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports.
Paimon doesn't quite follow.
Imagine all you had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer now?
That would be terrible!
The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just... paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival, so I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
Strange monsters? And an all-engulfing darkness?
That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information, and the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so far. I have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, I beseech you, please don't joke around. But thank you for once again agreeing to put your life on the line for the sake of our island. Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
Your Excellency, Traveler. I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date so far.
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year. In which case, you'd be in charge of Spectre Eco Management on Watatsumi Island.
No need, I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's about Enkanomiya?
Kokomi filled us in on what's been going on.
Kokomi. Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomiya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Armor that can move on its own. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're not talking about one spooked soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Sangonomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Sumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Sumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by that name in Sangonomiya.
That's the thing. There isn't one. But she held something called a Sento ceremony, which managed to keep a small area in the very center of Enkanomiya brightly lit. Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe zone where they can recuperate.
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. But it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomiya, so it was never brought to Watatsumi Island. I'd love to meet this Tsumi, but right now, helping the wounded has to be my top priority.
Your Excellency, even if you had no duties at all right now, there's still no way we'd let you go down there. Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the Traveler and Paimon should venture there.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. This is a job only we can handle.
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the past, after all.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
Your Excellency, in my humblest of opinions, Sumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources to make other defense arrangements and cast suspicion on our allies.
I see what you mean. I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomiya and continue evacuating the wounded. Traveler, you can go with them. Swordfish 1 will escort you to the camp at the center of Enkanomiya. Also, please, take this with you.
What's this? Looks like a missing piece of something.
It's just a little trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice, it might be able to help you.
Your Excellency, but isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore. Besides, both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomiya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to reunite them.
Understood, Your Excellency. Okay. Emergency measures to hold the Three Realms Gateway offering now underway.
I apologize for the trouble. Now please excuse me. I need to tend to the wounded. Please, see Ueno once you're ready.
Are you ready to venture into the dark shroud of Enkanomiya? All right, follow me. Here's hoping I have the chance. Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomiya, I'll take my chance with the Spectres. Those armor monsters, closing in on you. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Totally understand.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
Hey, what's up?
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomiya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10. Would come again.
Totally do not understand.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet to have the chance to come to Enkanomiya. I actually kind of wanted to look into the Bunkoku Puzzle while I'm here. It's the first of the 4 great puzzles of Enkanomiya.
Yeah, please don't do that. We're the ones that'll have to come rescue you.
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp at the top of those steps over there. Yeah, you should head up and catch some rest if you haven't been there yet.
Hey, look! A shrine maiden taking care of the wounded! That must be Sumi, right?
You are different from all the others. Are you human?
Well, she is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
And you? A human hatchling? Oh, really? Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the baptismal...
You seem to know a lot about bishops.
Wait. How do you know my name?
Oh, the wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Oh.
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
So you're here to help resolve this, hmm? Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Byakuyakoku believe that there are 3 realms. The Bishop Realm, the Human Realm, and the Void Realm. The darkness spreading in Enkanomiya comes from the Void Abyss. Neither bishops nor humans can endure it.
But don't baptismal bishops like the Turk?
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity. In fact, the Bishop realm is the realm of pure, primordial, elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the Light Realm in most books. The 7 sovereigns of the Light Realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
So that's why Tsuyuko called this the 3 Realms Gateway Offering.
3 Realms Gateway Offering. Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering. Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3 towers at the corners of Enkonomiya's triangular borders.
Oh, the 3 towers! The ones where we did those trials!
You've been there before?
It's a long story.
Oh.
By the way, Sumi, what's up with the weird mask?
To hide my face. It has to do with some things that happened as I was growing up. I just don't want to scare anyone, that's all. Does that make me untrustworthy in your eyes?
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you. It's just that...
Can't say I really understand what you're talking about. Anyway, if you want to rid this darkness from Enkonomiya, you can come to me for guidance. Of course, if you can trust me. I'm going inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the new arrivals. Please excuse me.
What are we gonna do? Paimon really wants to trust Sumi, but... Oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
Greetings.
Hello, we'd like to ask you about the masked shrine maiden, Sumi.
Because of her strange mask? Well, you've come to the right person.
Cool.
I was one of the first people that she rescued. Straight away, I thought there was something very weird going on. Who is this shrine maiden who knows the lost ceremonies of Enkonomiya? And why is she covering her face with a mask? So I started pestering her about it. I wasn't going to let up until I got an answer.
And?
There weren't so many people around at the time, so eventually she let me look behind the mask. It was actually pretty normal for the most part. There's just one thing she's trying to hide. Her eyes have snake-like pupils, thin vertical lines.
Whoa. Weren't you scared?
I probably would have been if every Watatsumi Islander wasn't so familiar with our legends, or I should say, our history. The first familiars of the Watatsumi Omikami were the vassals of Watatsumi. Legend has it that they are a half-human, half-snake kind who helped our ancestors fight back the Bathismal Bishops. They were said to have disappeared long ago. But then Sumi showed up, and as soon as I saw her snake eyes, I instinctively trusted her. It's like the vassals have returned to help us in our moment of need.
Huh.
I'm no expert by any means, but I think Tsumi can be trusted.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Hi there. We wanted to ask you what you know about the masked shrine maiden, Sumi.
I see. What are you looking to know exactly? I've tried asking if she's seeing anyone, or whether she's looking right now, but she seems pretty tight-lipped about her love life.
That's not what we meant at all. We were more wondering, do you think there's anything suspicious about her?
Suspicious, huh? Suspicion, the unknowable, the unpredictable, unexplored territory. Mysterious? Enigmatic? Enchanting? Bewitching? Compelled? I am being serious. Okay, look, if I had to pick one thing about her that's suspicious, I'd say, okay, two things. Number one, her mask. It's pretty scary. I don't know why she chose it. Number two, some kind of pendant fell out of her sleeve when she was bandaging me up. It looked like it was a broken off piece of something, so maybe when you put them together, it makes a whole. Huh. Maybe the other half is held by Tsumi's lifelong sweetheart.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head, so, you know, maybe ease off a little, bro? It looks like they're resting. Let's not disturb them. Paimon thinks we've got enough answers now. Let's find somewhere to recap what we know so far. Sumi's just inside the room. It'd be a bit awkward if she hears us talking about her behind her back. So here's what we learned from the soldiers. Sumi's mask hides her snake eyes, which the people of Watatsumi Island believe to be a distinguishing feature of Urabaxi's vassals. Based on her actions, it seems like all she wants to do is protect the people of Watatsumi Island. And from what she said, she's doing everything she can to combat the darkness spreading in Enkanomiya. So she seems pretty trustworthy. Then let's go talk to her about working together.
So, how's it going? Have you made a decision?
Yep! Let's team up to tackle the darkness!
Okay, then take this. It's called the Bakuso Box. I found it in the Dainichi Mikoshi when I was looking for a solution. Actually, the Dainichi Mikoshi was where I found the method and tools for the Sento ceremony. Lucky I can read human writing.
Why wouldn't you be able to? Or did you mean it's lucky that you can read the ancient Enkanamian script?
Oh, nothing. I just meant the script in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. I don't actually know if it's ancient or modern. Never mind all that. Let's get back to business. The Bakuso Box collects light. It can dispel the darkness from the void within a small radius. So, for example, with the power of the Bakuso Box, you can turn monsters affected by the darkness back into their original forms. As it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bakuso Box on them. I will join you shortly.
No time to lose.
Solidified!
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
The fuse is lit! Here come the fireworks!
Solidified!
Come on out.
You're a good fighter.
You bet! We were the ones who went and got the...
You... So you...
What's wrong?
Nothing. If what you say is true, then I'm sure you'll be able to conquer the 3 border towers quite easily. Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you. According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri is to use the serpent god's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia. They are creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been awakened by the serpent's blood. The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkonomiya.
Makes sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkonomiya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and ore around.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be suppressing things in the Light Realm and the Human Realm, causing them to come to a standstill. You may need to use the power of the Bakuso Box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue. Please, try to solve the problem using the Bakuso Box. I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.